the city knows him, and it's shocking. I don't think he even realizes how many people like know him.
Yeah.
And it's because Desire Projects is a very large housing project. So a lot of people who came out of Desire went on to do great things, be musicians, which he's a musician. They play music. They became politicians, police officers. So anywhere we go, he knows someone. But that man is also ruthless. He can be scary sometimes, and it's certain situations. It's like he's one of those fathers where certain situations you just kind of don't tell him, just don't say nothing because you already know what the reaction is going to be, and it's not going to be good for you.
You need your dad to be crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
To ward off other crazy people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you ever have an accent?
I did. I still do.
Where is it at? It's in your back pocket?
Yeah, it's in my back pocket. I pull it out when I get back home.
News anchoring, is that what made you have to switch it up a little bit?
When I started, I had a thick accent. And it was like, I don't know how to do it. Like,
you got to say baby. Say baby.
Say baby, what your name is? Oh Lord, I don't think I did it right.
Yeah. You've been Ohio Nas.
I know. It's not even just that. It's just in television in general.
Yeah.
I have to sound like you can't tell where I'm from. You know, so I have to be able to work in Biloxi. I have to be able to work in Chicago. I have to be able to work in LA, and you can't tell that I'm from any of these places. So you have to be able to adapt to anything. So my accent is there. I just can't force it on. I'm telling you, it does naturally come out when I'm with friends from New Orleans, or when I get excited, like get really happy.
I heard you slip a little bit earlier.
Yeah, like when I get real excited. I talk about something I like, and you're like, I be like, you know, whatever.
Pull your soldier rag out.
Yeah, like it comes out, or you would start playing Juvenile, and Master B or something like, yeah, you know, it come out a little bit. Chill a smidge. That actually was just listening to Juvenile before I got here.
Hey, 400 Degrees is like
fire.
It's like Negro spirituals.
It is.
It's like hymns.
It is. And everyone will tell you, I love him. I love Soulja Slim. Soulja Slim is like everything. Oh my gosh. Playing Love Me or Love Me Not. I will play that song back to back all the time.
It's like you caught a Raven Simone moment right there. Like you just thought about it and went back.
It just, because that's the song I play. I always make a joke about it on my Instagram when I go back to New Orleans. I always have it playing in the background because they know that's the first song I got to listen to when I get home.
And what is it again?
Love Me or Love Me Not, Soulja Slim.
I'm about to check it out. I wasn't a big Soulja Slim head. I was definitely
Cash Money. Feel me.
Hold up. You got to decide. You got to tell the people right now.
All
Cash Money, No Limit. Which one?
Ooh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Cash Money.
Yeah.
Cash Money. No Limit's cool. Master P is dope. And what he's done for people in the city is so cool. What he still do for people in the city is dope. But Cash Money, come on.
Hot Boys.
Cash Money is on me.
Bling,
like,
bling.
Come on. Every time I come around your city, bling, bling. That was my song.
My favorite thing about the Hot Boys was when they said, I forget who said it, said, I got BG's with me, Louise with me, Turkeezy. He called him a turkey. That was one of my favorite Cash Money moments.
Now, I couldn't listen to Cash Money all the time because when I was, a little girl, they were a little extra. I had to sneak and listen. We used to sneak. Daddy used to keep the CDs underneath his bed. He didn't think we know that. He know now. We know where your CDs were. We would keep them under the bed and we would go listen to them. But it was, especially when I used to sing that song, which I didn't know what it was at the time, that I Got That Fire by Juvenile.
Oh, God. I was just saying that the other day, and I got to the Oscar Mayer part. I was like, "That's crazy!" Like,
I used to sing that song, and I had no idea. I was so innocent. Yeah. I had no idea what he was saying, and to this day, I'm like, I can't sing that song. I can't. The feminism in me won't let me sing Project Chick, because I was like, listen to the words, and I'm like, that's so terrible. Why would you say that?
But when you hear those beats, it take you back.
Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh is so dope. And you know the thing, though, Manny Fresh put a song out. My second favorite song. My favorite songs are songs that people usually have not heard of. Manny Fresh did a beat for Webby. You know Webby? Baton Rouge rapper?
Yeah. It's called Give Me That.
Yes.
Demand It.
He
Oh God.
he put a song out called "What Is It," and it's produced by Manny Fresh. My sister, if she was listening to this, will tell you Charisse will play that song, and if you play it once, she gonna hit repeat like 3 or 4 times back to back, because it puts you in a vibe. And if you don't know the song, you have to listen to it. It's really good. I listen to it at work every day.
You ever let Frank hear it?
Well, no, I let Frank hear some music, and he's so confused. But all I sing is gospel hymns around Frank.
So he think you a saint?
All I sing is well, no, he doesn't. He knows I'm not a saint. But all I do sing a lot of gospel music in the morning. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I feel like with all of the energy, all of the terrible things happening, sometimes you have to get your mind straight. And it's hard to ingest all that. You know, for years I've been doing it. It's still kind of difficult to ingest all of that stuff in one day.
Like, that was one of my questions that I wanted to get to later, but since you brought it up, how do you handle that? Because a lot of the news is not positive news.
No.
And it's
unfortunately
it's traumatizing, numbing news. How do you handle having to be the vessel that projects that to people?
At first it was difficult. I encourage a lot of journalists, in which a lot of us are. We're all in therapy. A lot of us find therapy in our own ways, because you are ingesting some of the most terrible things that happen in this country. You find out about it first, and you have to communicate it to the world in a very calm manner. You want to cry. That's why I sympathize with the journalists who had to report on Hurricane Katrina, or who have to report on mass shootings in communities that you live in. And it's like, you know, you reporting on a mass shooting at a mall where you know your kid was at. You don't know if your kid's still there. You don't know if they heard anything. Same thing with these school shootings. You know, these are communities of people that you know these people. So I encourage therapy. I have a therapist. Shout out to my therapist. But I encourage therapy, and I try to balance it by just telling the story the best way I can. I think that's when my job as a storyteller comes through. I got to hold it together and make sure that you know everything that's going on. Make sure I let you know if everything's okay, everything's not okay. And that's why I try not to do breaking news in a panic. I try to be very chill about it. If I know that some people think that breaking news requires that, you know, but I have to be chill about it.
Yeah.
And I have to be chill about it because I want you to calm down about it too. And I want you to be chill about it. And I want you to be able to just ingest what I just said without being in a panic. You know, so that's pretty much how I get through it. I know that if I panic, I make everyone else freak out. Right. And as a leader in my newsroom,
you set the tone.
And in the community, exactly. It's like I'm trying to set the tone here. So, and that's the goal when you are a news anchor. You have to. That's why you just can't put anybody on that desk. You have to put someone. I always said you have to put someone who can hold it together and really kind of. When you have, my favorite news anchor to do breaking news is Lester Holt on NBC. He has a way of being so calm and so collected. I've never seen this man even be excited. Like, he has a way that he's so mellow and calm and collective. And it could be about the most serious of topics, and it could be about the happiest of topics. But he has a way of just bringing you in and almost without words saying, hey, relax. This is what's happening. Yeah. Let me tell you more about the story. And so you're like, okay, Uncle Lester.
Uncle
That's
Lester.
it. That's what I call him in my mind. And in my mind, we know each other. We've met before and we shook hands, but he doesn't know me. But that's it.
When he talk, it makes me want to clear my throat.
Really?
I'm Lester Hawk. It sounds like he be like, I'm Lester Hawk. It sounds like he trying to. If he just cough one time, he'd sound like a whole different person.
When he talks to me, he makes me want to sit up straight.
Yeah, and clear your throat. He be like, dang, something.
He makes
deep
me want
in
to
there.
sit up straight, like almost like, oh, I'm slouching around him. I need to carry myself better.
I watch him sometime. He got a real distinctive voice.
Yeah.
If we can just lighten it up for a little bit.
Yeah, because we were talking about death and destruction for a minute.
It got deep. But we got into that, so we can get into this. Funniest on air experience.
Funniest. Oh, funny. It was funny is I actually just posted a video of him. One of the funniest on air experiences I've had was Jay Farrow. Jay Farrow came on to the show once. Hilarious. And this was like kind of right after his exodus from SNL.
Yeah.
You know, he had just left, so I didn't bring it up during the interview. The great thing is we have a relationship with the Liberty Funny Bone, and we get to bring these great comedians in. And I was a big Jay Pharoah fan.
Hilarious.
And Jay Pharoah, I do not blush often on camera. He made me blush because he was just like, he started, and I'll post in the interviews online. He started off the interview and he's like, look at this ebony chocolate beautifulness, and I'm like, oh, well. And I'm trying to get through the interview, and I'm seriously like blushing. No, I was seriously blushing because I think he's cute. But so when he was saying all that he was saying all that on air, and then he went on to do all of the different voices, and he started to say a couple of things that it's like, oh, I don't know if you can say that on air. I don't know if you could do that. And then he threw a Trump joke, and then I was like, oh, okay, we go pull it back. And then he tried to get our producer Nick fired.
Really?
Because our producer Nick had like the wrong times or something for his show on there. It was something that producer did wrong, but he made it. He was joking.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no. It was joking, and he did it on air. He called Nick out. So I think that was one of our funniest on air moments. And Frank and I, every day we have some sort of hilarious moment. We have days we'll get on there and start talking about food. Or what happened last night, or what happened during the break. I tried to play with a beach ball the other day on air, and I fell out of my chair, so that was funny.
Really?
Yeah, on air.
I didn't catch that one.
And then he caught it. Jessica Brown always leaves me hanging. She like walks off completely if I do something stupid.
She looked like she come in pretty happy every day too.
Yeah, she's good people. It was just her birthday this week.
Happy birthday, Jessica.
Yeah,
we need to get her on the show.
Yeah, she's great. She's really great.
It's because it's like a wave. There's never been this many black anchors in the city.
From what I'm told, no. And you know, that's how Greater Cincinnati Association of Black Journalists got started back up. When I arrived, there was a huge wave of African American journalists, minority journalists making their way into the city. So Jay Michelle, Lemon Kearney, who's over at the Cincinnati Herald, and Curtis Fuller, who's over at Channel 5, they were all having talks behind the scenes. You know, we have this mass of black journalists that are arriving in the city. We need to get this organization back together, and this because the NABJ locally had not been here for about 7 or 8 years, so no one had ever done anything with it. Well, I said that I would help. Oh, good, thanks. I said that I would help get things together. And I did, and it actually, and we've been successful. Oh my goodness. I had no idea that I would be voted president, but I didn't take it lightly. I'm even as I prepare for next year, eventually we're going to have to find another president, but I'm so worried about, you know, how we're going to move forward with this, because I feel like we've done so well. Yeah. You never want to let it slip back through the cracks again, because it is hard work. It is hard work. And actually, we have a new wave of black journalists that are coming into Cincinnati right now. Okay. So I don't think this is going to slow up. This is not going to ease up. It's just going to continue to bring more and more. And I have more and more young black journalists calling me, interested in being here. Like asking, what can I do to get here to this city? Who can you put me in touch with, and who can I call, or what stations are hiring? Can you review my resume reel? I was just reviewing resume reels last night. I do that on my off time. Review young journalist reels so I can help them find new jobs. So this is an exciting time, because it's not just black journalists, but black PR pros, public relations professionals. They are killing it in this community. So we have a subgroup called the Black PR Pros that came from GCABJ, because we had so many black public relations specialists that were in our group that we're like, well, y'all can have y'all own group and focus on things that, you know, you need to focus on in order to grow as a public relations specialist.
What do you think that boosting like black anchors is about?
I really don't know. Sometimes I guess I want to say timing. And sometimes
it almost seemed like a renaissance.
Yeah, and sometimes I would like to think that something special happened in the universe, and we just kind of all found our way in Cincinnati. But I think that we all ended up where we needed to be, and I think it just was a matter of timing. And I think once we got here and we said, "Wow, this place is actually very great."
It's not all cornfields.
Yeah, no, it's not cornfields, but once you figure out it actually is very dope, then you start to, in the young black journalism field, the word spreads. The word spreads. So we all start to talk to each other about, well, actually, there's a lot to do here. That's another thing. People thought there was nothing to do here. Then they see my Instagram, and I'm like, she everywhere. Out. She
your
everywhere.
Instagram make life look real enjoyable.
But my life is enjoyable, though. It's not. I can tell people this is not fake. If y'all see me sitting there laying there with my dogs, then I am enjoying that. I probably made a cocktail at home. I'm laying up with my babies, because that's when you get older. That's like some of the best things. Just laying at your house. I had recently gotten sick, and was forced to be home, and I didn't realize how great it felt to just sit on that couch and lay there with your dogs and laugh at stuff and things that you didn't get to see. Like, they have movies. I'm into writing movies, but it's a lot of movies I still haven't seen. So just stuff that you just missed out on, articles that you could have written. That's how I birthed the blog. It's like, Charisse, you've eaten at all these places. Why haven't you started a blog? And I'm starting to do that.
And that platform will put you as a top blogger, probably just off the rip, really. I
hope so. I'm still trying to figure out, because it's consistency. When you blog, you got to be so consistent. Yeah. You got to keep it up, and people start. That's how Cincinnati Connection got to be great. When we started the show, I really wanted to consistently have these different topics. Some that were social issues, some political issues, current issues. I wanted to talk about a plethora of things. Right. And I think that people started to, at first I think it was hard to catch on, and people started to catch on with the fact that, wait, she's really bringing great content and good people, and people who kind of know their stuff on the show. Yeah. So we started to, this week I have to tape 2 or 3 days. I haven't even told my directors that, but we have to take 2 or 3 days, because we've had so many people contact and say, can we be on the show? We want to talk about this or this topic or that topic. And I try to delve out how we can do this. And unless you just completely off your rocker, if you feel like if I feel like I've listened to you and you have a great opinion on something, I don't mind bringing you on the show. One of my favorite shows we did was about the alarming amount of black women who are becoming entrepreneurs in America. And at this great panel of black women, these women are amazing. And that was I think one of our most watched shows. They did great. So,
I checked out the show about the homeless camp. I think it was last week. What do you think about the guys that were with? I know you probably don't want to get too deep, but the guys that were with the guy who was actually in the camp.
Bison.
The guy who was sitting closest to you, his answers seemed to be pretty bland. He didn't really seem to say much. It just seemed like he just was.
No, Brian he's passionate.
You think so?
Oh yeah, okay. He's passionate. I think we all express our passion in a different way. And to be honest, I think that if he had more time, unfortunately, when we have shows like that, you have 3 people on, so you kind of want to give everyone an opportunity to give an opinion. And every time we went to break, he would say, well, I wanted to say, and he would try to, we would continue the conversation in the break. He had so much he wanted to say. That's why I'm trying to, really do a story with these people, because there is a lot that they want to say. And when it comes to that particular issue, I feel like it's so many factors. That's why I did the show. It's so many factors, so many layers to the issue of homelessness in the community, poverty, systemic racism, mental health. It's so many different things, alcoholism, or people who literally just need a leg up. So I think that we kind of bunch it up into this one group of just homelessness is a problem, period. And it's like, no, well, actually, let's kind of dissect it. And that's what we were trying to do on the show. I wish that, it's a 30-minute show, so I wish that we can go deeper and deeper and deeper. Unfortunately, some people come on to Cincinnati Connection and they think it's CNN, and they think it's a 24-hour cable news network, and I could do an hour-long interview, and I can't. But I try my best that's why I try my best as poignant questions, and questions that are pertinent to the issue, and that are going to get the answers that we hope people, can open up to more dialogue.
Right. I think it's definitely going to push you in a different direction, or just elevate you. You might not be able to leave us. Might have to stay
Keep
around.
me here. I don't know,
Be
cause
here as long as Clyde Gray or Steve Horsemeyer.
I have to. They finding people. I'm still out here.
That's for you, actually. By the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? What is
If
it?
you want to check it out? It's
Are
I
they
make
socks?
shirts. I just
Oh
make.
my
I
gosh.
make randomness.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what is this? I get really excited about stuff. What does that say?
You get the D. That's Pops.
Yeah.
And the other sock has got his face on it.
Oh my gosh. Why do you get me? People don't get me gifts like this.
I made these candles right here.
Oh my gosh, I love
Kanye,
this.
Jay-Z candle.
You just missed a DIY.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to
love
figure out
this.
how to non-job my life away.
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about.
I'm
I can
talking
see it. No, I'm talking about. I love this. I'll wear my shirt. I make sure I post it online. I love this.
Appreciate it.
That is so nice. I'm gonna make sure I wear my socks too. People make fun of me. They always say I don't wear socks. I really don't.
They
I
big.
don't.
They men's socks. So
No, it's fine. This is what I wear in my house.
yeah. Definitely, it's about to get cool out here. My bad. What Let's just get into some fun, man.
Uh-oh.
Aretha Franklin.
Oh.
Did you watch her funeral?
I watched all. Can you believe I sat there 5 hours? At the house.
I can't do it.
Dedication. That is dedication.
That's super dedication because it was people who were actually there.
Yes.
Knocked out.
And if you didn't notice in the audience, they had people who left.
Yeah.
Some people left. Now, because it was packed in there at one point, and then if you started to kind of glance in the back, like some pews were empty. When I tell you, I watched we started the coverage on air.
No,
And
you had to watch.
yeah, so we started it on air. I literally watched it when we got off the set. I was in the car with BT streaming on my cell phone because at the same time, remember they had that Senator John McCain's lying estate. So all of the major cable networks were showing that. So I had BT streaming on my phone, driving home, trying to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Got to the house. I was inside, and you know what I really loved? I love getting on Twitter for moments like this, moments that affect the Black community,
Right.
because it's like we all come together. Twitter has become sort of this gathering space for people who don't know each other, and we start tweeting, or what we would normally say to a person, we tweet it out, and we all start retweeting and making new friends. Like, girl, did you see how short her dress was? Or, it's so many things that we talked about. That funeral was amazing. My favorite part, of course, which I knew this was going to happen, I wanted to see Pastor Shirley Caesar because I grew up listening to Shirley Caesar.
She was there.
Yes, she was on stage, sparkly dress. You didn't watch the whole thing. You couldn't.
I definitely didn't.
She was. Come on, dynamic message. Shirley Caesar, Pastor Shirley Caesar. Do you even know who she is?
I know who Shirley. I'm a big gospel head.
Okay.
I love gospel, but
She was on the stage the whole time.
it was so many people screaming.
Oh my goodness.
It was so many.
That's the
people
Black
screaming.
church. Come on now. Exactly.
Like,
Act like you've been in the Black church. You know that.
I have for 32 years, and it's just like, man.
You know what it is.
If people who have that dynamic voice like that don't have to scream like that, you can hit a silent note and kill the club.
Oh
Shut
my
the club
goodness. No, I'm telling you, Pastor Shirley Caesar was amazing. She could just speak, and I literally had to record her because I couldn't even type. I'm like, hallelujah.
You caught the Holy Ghost?
Yes. Caught in the spirit. And then Fantasia, I was looking forward to her. She always does really well.
When she come up out them boots, it's over.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I already knew. My sister was like, she don't have her shoes on, so she never has her shoes on.
It's over.
I always get nervous when she takes them off for some reason.
She walked through the whole funeral.
Exactly.
She walked to 8 Mile, came back.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And I thought President Obama would show up because
he was at McCain's.
Yeah, he was in DC. But I was happy to see. I was kind of shocked. I didn't know about the relationship between she and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Aretha Franklin President Bill Clinton, he went up to speak.
Okay, yeah, he was there.
Yeah. So,
he was there.
yeah, I
he
was
a deacon.
Yes. In the front. They put him in the pulpit at the very front. I know he was like, dang. He didn't realize how long he had to be here.
I don't think nobody realized. If you go back and watch, whoever was speaking, look at the people behind them. Mm-hmm. People was tired.
Funniest moment, though. Did you see Shaka Khan's performance?
No, I didn't see that either.
Okay. Shaka Khan comes out. She has a huge fan.
Still
She
fine.
has a fan, but let me tell you why the fan is funny. Because at first you would think it was total Shaka Khan behavior. She had the lyrics to the song she was singing on the back of the fan.
That's ingenuity.
So she kept looking down at the fan every time she had to get to the next line. And it's like, it was so obvious.
Oh, it was obvious.
Yo, it was so funny because it's like she would fan a little bit, then look, and then sing a little. And it was great.
You got to do what you got to do.
Hey, it is what it is. Some of those old gospel spirituals, those old Negro spirituals, you got to go back and remember the words. We used to sing them, and we didn't know they had words. There's still a few that we still thought it was just screaming and no words.
The energy is all in the melody. People don't know, but old people were the first freestylers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they would freestyle hum.
Oh, yeah.
One grandma would
exactly.
And the next grandma
Hallelujah.
would come in
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like you got a little spirit in
I
you.
almost had to cover myself up with the THS blanket.
Oh, hallelujah. Throw the blanket over.
The first freestylers, though.
No, they were. But I don't know what it is about growing up.
Who's Murder Mook?
Who?
Right. His grandma was the first freestyler.
Ooh.
Murder Mook was a big freestyle guy.
Really?
Yeah, freestyle rap guy.
I didn't know that.
His grandma was the original.
I did not know that.
I'm making that up.
No, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
At least the thing is this. I will never lie and tell you I know something I don't know. I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
dope.
I do not know. I'll find out, though.
Favorite performance at Aretha's funeral?
Definitely Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Oh!